If you're just getting started on content writing and you've searched all over YouTube, all over Google, you've been asking ChatGPT for links, well, this is the right place for you. This is the video for you. I am going to be giving you some tips on how to get started as a content writer with no experience. Hey guys, welcome to Anything Content. My name is Naomi Salami, and today we're going to be talking about content writing. I realized that it's been long I did a video on content writing. It's been so long. I don't know. It's been so long. Last content writing video I did, I think it was like 2 months back. So I have decided to drop a video for my content writing beginners. Oh, if you're also an expert, you're also welcome. But this video is mostly for beginners. So how do you start content writing with no experience? Now, this video is not just to give you tips. Well, I am going to be giving you these tips that will help you position yourself as a professional in the space as well. Now, this video would be in 2 parts, and so stay tuned for that one. In the meantime, let's get started. Tip number 1, start writing with what you know. Yes, I know I have mentioned this before in my previous videos. If you are not a newbie on this channel, you know I have mentioned this before. And if you're a newbie on this channel, welcome. Start writing with what you know. Writing is all about disseminating information. In other words, it's all about distributing information in a written format. Content creation is not just limited to video format. When it comes to content creation, we have video format, we have written format, we have design formats. You know, if you're a graphic designer, you're also a content creator. Well, you're more of a content producer. But when it comes to content writing, it is also a form of content creation. And let me give you a little tip. Content writers, half the time, we don't even know what we're writing about. Yes. Sometimes the topic just comes onto our lap, and that's when we have to do research. Now that I've given you that small tip, I know you're probably wondering, oh well, I have interest in this thing, but I don't have knowledge like that. Let me give you another small secret. When you have an interest in something, you do your research. When you are, if it's AI stuff, if you are interested in AI and you want to write on AI, you know, today you find out something new, tomorrow you find another something new. Don't wait till tomorrow before you get something new again to write about. That thing you've learned that day, if you've learned something on Monday, write about it on Tuesday. In fact, write about it on Monday. If you learn something on Tuesday, write about it on Tuesday. If you write something on Wednesday, that way your knowledge is expanding. I started as a web content writer for a real estate company, and I did not know anything about real estate. In fact, that was my first content writing experience. I would say I was a little bit privileged to be able to get that role early on in my career, and thankfully the company, my team lead that was in charge gave me a little bit leeway, so he knew that I was learning on the job, and as I was learning, I was writing, and I was still submitting tasks, but he knew I was learning on the job. Within 6 months, it was like, oh wow, you've really improved. And even I knew that I had improved. You have to start this whole journey with what you know. You don't have to wait till you get a job before you start writing. Tip number 2. Your first portfolio isn't your client's work. It is your work. Someone has actually asked me this question before, oh, how did I get into content writing? And with how tight the job market is, if that person is watching this video right now, please, I want you to go to your Substack and your Medium and start writing on those channels, because when you're opportune to get a company or a client that wants to give you a trial, that just wants to give you that chance, they would ask for some form of work. That Substack that you started putting your work out on, or Medium, would serve as your portfolio in the meantime. I know that sometimes we get worried that, oh, I don't have, that much experience. I've not worked with a lot of clients. Don't worry about that. Your portfolio right now is your own work. What you've written right now, what you've written in your spare time, that is your portfolio, and that is what you're going to be sending out to any client that just wants to give you a trial, any job that's like, we're looking for interns, or we're looking for an entry-level content writer. That is your portfolio. Tip number 3, experience is not what gets you hired 80% of the time. Your confidence is what is gonna speak for you. When I first started as a web content writer, I had no idea what content writing was, not talk of web. I had no idea what real estate was, because it was for a real estate company. what did I know about selling houses and land? I didn't even know the company itself. So I was so lost. But thankfully, I had a very nice interview with someone that was like, if you could, with the way I was talking and how cheery I was and how confident I was like, oh, I've done social media captions, I've managed social media pages. I'm pretty sure I can learn on the job for this, blah, blah, blah. I'm pretty sure I would have done that interview much better now. But with the way I was speaking, I was so sure of myself that within 6 months, if I did not do good, they could fire me. And I got the job. So if I did not push myself the way I did during the interview, and I was like, oh well, I don't really know much about people. What is it about? You have to be confident. Yes, you just started learning content writing. You are being asked. Yes, I'm a content writer with 6 months of experience. I've written about this is what I do, this is my specialization. You need to be so sure that even the people looking at you are like, okay, this person, let's give this person a trial, right? And I know the job market is like really hard right now and really harsh, but get if you get a call back from an interview or a client that just wants to give you a trial, don't be so, try to downsell yourself. Yes, you just started the whole thing. You just started content writing. That does not mean you are less than someone that started 4 5 years ago and earning more than you. 6 months is going to turn into 1 year. 1 year is going to turn into 2 years. Before you know, so you're a big person. I didn't just start today. Tip number 4, I think this is the last tip. Pick a content format you want to master and stay there until you mastered it. I know social media is what's the word? It has a way of getting to our minds, and you see someone writing something. Oh, I want to try that. Oh, I want to try that. Meanwhile, you started with something and you've not finished it though. Please wait till you master one format before you get into another format. And I'm going to give you some of the formats you could start off with as a new content writer. 1, the personal story post. Remember when I said that content writers are also content creators? You are basically creators. Okay, you are creators, only that you disseminate information in written form. You could also write certain personal stories that you like on your Substack or on your Medium. That way, you have a whole batch of stories or personal stories on your Substack to be able to show any clients or any job stuff that you're applying to that, yes, I have done a lot. This is my style of writing, and I am willing to pivot to your style of writing if need be. But this is what I can do. The second type of format, I call this one the opinions post. Why do I call it the opinions post? Because you get to write your opinions on the post, right? So we have the introduction, then we have subtitles on any topic you want it to be on. Oh, if you saw something online and you just want to rant about it, you go to your Substack, you go to your Medium, you write about it. Before you know it, you realize that you are getting better when it comes to writing. You're getting better when it comes to expressing your feelings on a piece of paper or on your laptop. And the last format, I call this the educational post format. Basically, this is the premise or the foundation of every blog post that content writers write on. It's educative. You just want to teach people stuff, right? So I use AI as an example at the beginning. You want people to know about a certain AI feature that just got released, or you just want to teach people everything and anything AI, anything you are learning, you just want to be putting it out there. This is how you're going to do it. I'll put an example here. Introduction, a content table that has what you want to talk about in the moment. Remember, don't put everything in here. In the moment that concerns the heading, then we have the body, which will touch on every subheading that you just put in that content table or on that content table. Then we have the conclusion. Now, your educational post is going to have the definition, is going to have the benefits of what you're talking about, benefits of AI, how it's going to benefit the people, how this particular feature is not going to benefit the people, how this particular thing is going to affect certain people, that sort of stuff, right? And with time, when you focus on one format and you've mastered it to a certain level, then you can move to another one that you have interest in. Anyway, these are some of the tips that you can use to start as a content writer with zero experience. So stay tuned for the part 2 of this video, where I'll be touching things I would try out differently if I were to start off as a content writer in 2026. I don't know if it's my next video or upper video, but I'll keep you guys informed. Anyway, guys, I hope this video has been engaging, informative, and entertaining just the way I like it. This is the second time I'm recording this video. Please watch it. Please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.